Ah, hey now. This not. I was about to say that's not the last song I saved. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to 777 News. I am your host, without a ghost, without a face, with doing the most, not showing my... Sir. Thank you. I'm calling. I will call you, Grandma.
No, don't.
Then you go in there and finish your lunch. Host without a face, doing the most. Today is Thursday, 1-30-Z2025. It is a pleasure to be with you today. Before I put myself on camera, I just want to make sure that I have my stuff prepared and ready to go. And I'm set. I will continue to weaponize Grandma. Welcome. First bit of whatever that I have to get into is I heard y'all had a wonderful evening. I heard y'all had a wonderful evening. I don't know what to say other than I'm not in it. Don't want to be in it. Heard there's a little back and forth, riff and raff about something that probably could be worked out. Now you know you ain't supposed to have those. What do those go to? Those go to that vinyl player, and you mess those up. Those legs ain't gonna work. And guess what? Papa is gonna get you. Yeah, Papa ain't gonna let you in his truck, and you're gonna get in trouble.
I don't want it in Papa.
Then put it back. That's fine. That's fine. I'm glad all things have been resolved and are working out well for all parties that were involved in everything. I'll speak in code for the next 30 seconds. People are people are looking intensely at how do I say this? Hey now. There are some intense watchers when it comes to some of you. And they are watching your every word. Be careful what you say across the web. Thank you. Be careful what you say across the web. Be careful. Just be careful out here in these streets. And if you have a girlfriend in these streets that may be compromised, holla at your girlfriend. Holla at your girlfriend. Holla at your girlfriend. Executive decision without the council that some news executive decision without the council that some news makes some people spiral. It makes them manic. They can't take the pressure of conversation where they can say conversation that will make them go, you know, I didn't think about it that way. Thank you for enlightening me. So on some of the news stories that I play, I will not be providing any commentary or facial expressions to the best of my ability when it comes to my facial expressions. But I will not be providing any commentary. After carefully thinking and having many thoughts, I think that those of you that want to be informed, you will listen and be informed and say, hey, I didn't think about it like that. But I don't think we should make people's brains tick who don't want their brains ticking. Some people just want to hear something without our extra commentary on what that means for the future. So it is in the best regard that those of you that are listening to the news and you understand what it means or may mean for the future, you understand, and you can reach out and we can have a conversation and you can be enlightened or not. Those of you who are just here to listen, you are just here to listen, and I understand that, and I am not here to make 777 News and Gary are not here to make you into a manic state. Whatever you find out in the future is what you find out in the future. I'm not here to provide you with any future. I'm not here to provide you with any future help, theories, conspiracies, warnings, or anything. We are just listening to what's being said over the airwaves. And it is just to listen. It's not to provide you with any extra commentary to conspirarize in your brain or get your brain a twirling. I want you to stay in where you feel comfortable in your mental space and not get you riled up. So I want you to know that anything that you hear is not to stir the pot. It is what's being reported on, and strictly what is being reported on, and that's it. Okay? We will have talks about now, besides the news, for those of you who are trying to make sure that you are prepared, we will have talks about preparedness for a rainy day, preparedness for if you live in Hawaii and a volcano goes off, preparedness for if you happen to get on a plane and the plane goes over Washington, D.C. into the Potomac, and what this may mean for your family and friends. Non-DEI talk. How to travel in some way. I heard cruise lines are giving out discounts, Viking, to some countries. We will have talks about that. To the people who know somebody that was on that plane, I wish you and your family and your friends and your close ones prayers and well wishes and RIPs, and may they make it to the promised land in peace. Is what I will offer. And it'll be a good time to have a moment of silence for all those who have lost life. Be a good time. Be a good time. Let me see if I can find that. Is this one? No, wrong one.
This is the Straight Truth Podcast. Biblical answers to difficult questions from a Christian worldview.
No.
Pastor in a couple places.
No. There. No. Sorry, we'll just have a moment of silence. Media is messed up today, so we just have a quick moment of silence and gratitude to those.
I think that's your baseball.
All right. May they be blessed and highly favored. And whatever. I am bringing you the news as it's being put in front of me. So let's get right into the swing of things.
The teacher says clap your hands.
Directo a la frontera. Nada de firmar papeles. Así nomás de rápido. Es loco, pero es cierto.
At 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning, Juan Peña encountered the Border Patrol in P.AME.C, California, where he had lived undocumented for 24 years. By noon, he had been deported to Mexico.
Llevé a mi niña a la escuela y me corté con la Border Patrol y pues aquí estoy. Me dejaron que la dejara en la escuela y de ahí me persiguieron. Directo a la frontera. ¿Qué serán? Como unas 4 horas. Se acaba en un abrir y cerrar de ojos. Hoy tienes, mañana no tienes.
Juan fell victim to the ongoing immigration raids happening across the United States, which are able to deport people so quickly given President Trump's nationwide expansion of the expedited removal policy, previously used only in the border regions, which allows authorities to bypass migration courts and move straight to deportation.
Nada de firmar papeles. Ellos están llegando a lugares de la escuela, en las calles, tiendas, trabajo. Está muy feo.
While all undocumented migrants in the United States are currently subject to removal, the initial raids are appearing to target those with criminal histories.
What's that,
Yo tenía un problema antes con ellos y tal vez podían irme a buscar.
What question?
Y me encontraron. Tienes todo en el país donde estás y
no.
llegas a México como, pues no como un perro, ¿verdad? Pero te sientes como, pues no valgo nada.
In his first week in office, Donald Trump has already more than doubled the daily rate of immigration arrests. The Latino community in the US is struggling.
Espantada, la gente no sale a los
No,
trabajos porque
no, Monster.
en
No,
cualquier lugar está
no,
migración. Varias gentes
no,
que vienen
no,
de allá, mucha gente
no.
viene. No nomás yo, vienen muchísimas
No.
personas más.
No.
Directo a la
No,
frontera.
no, no.
Na-
No. Fair question. Just I believe this app is going to be going away. I believe this app will be going away. I to my best knowledge to put out as much information that I can while we are still here before we end up on YouTube, likely or favorited. I think communicating on this app has turned into a vast no-no. I think sharing anyone else's opinions will get you spotted. Please set up YouTube. I think with some of the news that has been come out today, that it's best that we start practicing our best forms of ourselves online, as if online is being watched by police, as if you were walking down the street and you wouldn't walk in front of a police officer and jaywalk because you see them right there. I think it's best on the news station that we start practicing vigilance and operating in a sense as if the police are watching us. Every word, unlike the police in your local neighborhood, every word goes through a filter and you get put into a subset category that then can be watched based off what you say. So I think it's best, as higher ups are watching what gets filtered, that you are more prevalent, that they would like to know who is loyal. I just got an email yesterday said I was getting an award for being a loyalist that I didn't respond to, but I'm sure millions of people responded to the email wanting their reward. And I think that and they didn't have my email before, so no, it's not a congratulations when you didn't give out your email. I think it's best as a news anchor that I tell you all to make sure that you're doing your best, getting all your gold stars on the internet as if you are in a 5th grade class and watching your P's and Q's. If I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, I was just going to tell you, since we're already here, and it is a common cousin. I'm not going to name them, though. But a common cousin said that their mother-in-law is a dual citizen here, and she did her taxes. And at the end of filing her taxes, they asked her YT husband to verify that she was a citizen, which is crazy. And so they just wanted to know, the common cousin wanted to know if anybody else who may have a relative who may hold dual citizenship or anything like that have filed their taxes and asked for somebody else who is YT or who they're married to that is a citizen to verify that they were a citizen, because that's crazy. But I was just putting it out there. If the comment cousin is watching, they can watch your answers down there. But just be prepared that that question may come up when filing your taxes if you're in that situation. Okay.
It is crazy to be calling myself a journalist right now. I probably should change to something else. Like, instead of being a reporter, like, no, who's currently seated sent me an email saying they was giving me an award for being one, but they didn't have my email unless they got it, all the emails when they got into office, which is crazy. I don't have no party affiliation, so it's wild times. I got actually 3 emails from them. Like, one was like, thank you, we need you, and thanks for being a loyalist. It was wild. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. I mean, why not go get the proof? It's wild to me. This is definitely wild to me. Who put my name in this though?
Hey, he said, I don't know if it was it might have been day before yesterday, that he didn't want to talk to big media anymore. He wanted like small people, I can't remember his exact words, but they wanted to talk to people that's going to put out the truth.
Oh yeah, they definitely somewhere I got an invite to come up there and start reporting in the briefing room.
That's what I'm talking about. Just get your press credential. You can use that for good.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to get caught up in that. If it's a scam, it's coming directly from the house. If it's a scam, it's coming directly from the house. Just saying. Just saying. Yep, they're letting TikTok members into the press room. I won't be one of them. Yeah. Y'all didn't know that? Nah, Casper. Nah. Yeah, if y'all want y'all credentials though, y'all can definitely sign up to be in the press room. I'm good though. I'm good. Why all the extra checking though? Like, what email it come from? What's this? If you didn't get one, you didn't get one. And why all that? Oh, it's a scam. Like, boy, y'all be so.
Hey,
I just told you what I got.
hey,
I just told you what I got. I got my.
got a message from somebody that said they're a dual citizen from Canada and the U.S., and they filled out their taxes yesterday and they had no issues whatsoever.
Okay, good.
So Queen, whoever that was talking about it, yeah. Bye.
I don't know. I'm just a reporter. Just a reporter with a little bit of a help on the way. All right. Going to our next story. Hey now. It seems as if a few people on both sides of the aisle are growing a backbone, and no commentary. They are looking out for you and trying to make sure that no matter where you sit on what side of the aisle, that your interests are protected here in the States.
We have some news right now. The top Republican and the top Democrat on the Senate Judiciary Committee in a bipartisan have blasted Donald Trump in a new letter to the administration over his firing of the inspectors general without providing proper notice and information to Congress. Senator Chuck Grassley and Senator Dick Durbin both blasted Donald Trump's decision, saying essentially that it violated the law because he did not provide the sufficient 30 days notice as required under the law to Congress before firing the inspectors general. They demanded that Trump provide an exact reason for why he fired each and every one of them. They are also urging him to replace these nominees with qualified and nonpartisan inspectors general who will not just be loyalists to Donald Trump. Now, this is significant because it's not just a Democrat doing this. It's a Republican doing this as well. It's a joint letter blasting Donald Trump to the administration. It's clear that the mandate Trump thought he had wasn't as big if Chuck Grassley's coming out against him like this. In any event, comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along on here and on my Substack, YouTube, Snapchat.
I have no thoughts. I'm not providing any commentary. Once again, everything is just to listen. I'm not going to provide any commentary on this Guantanamo Bay for people that are true supporters. I will not be adding any commentary. For those of you that hear this that are not, I hope you understand what this is the beginning of. I hope that if you have a relative that is a immigrant or someone of color, that you are telling them to make sure that they are safe. Safe.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000 person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. Mm-hmm. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back. So we're going to send them out to Guantanamo. Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000 person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back. So we're going to send them out to Guantanamo.
Once again, I hope that actually, let me play this before.
We have some major breaking news right now. Donald Trump has just announced that he is signing an executive order later today that will instruct the Department of Defense and DHS to prepare a 30,000 in-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. No, I'm not making this up. Guantanamo Bay is the prison facility in Cuba that has notoriously held enemy combatants of the United States, many of which have been released, but some of which, including the perpetrator of 9/11, is still being held there. And now Donald Trump is trying to turn the rest of Guantanamo Bay into a migrant holding facility to facilitate mass deportations. He is saying that there will be 30,000 beds available. Guantanamo Bay is notorious for torture, among other things. This is extremely scary. And Donald Trump just made this announcement at a press conference in the White House. That's my source directly from Donald Trump. I'm going to do a full breakdown of this later this evening on my Substack, which is linked in my bio. So be sure to subscribe there and follow me along here and on my other social platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat.
I see. You did a wonderful job.
I make a beluga whale.
What?
That I make a beluga whale.
I see a beluga whale. What you may want for other
Dad,
humans.
I want to draw.
Here. What you may deem.
I want Bricky on that too.
No. What you may
I can
deem
help you.
right now good
Oh,
for.
I want to do that.
No, you. This is my pencil sharpener. I got you.
Can you do those by yourself?
Yes, because I draw. So
Look at
here you go.
it.
What some may deem good for
Dad, I want to open
human
the
beings.
back. I want to open the back.
No, don't open the back. What some may deem good for human beings, they may find themselves on the chopping block or their family members. What feels good right now is not going to feel good when it's your own. Just because it's good right now for those who do not watch it, Gary. Watch it. Watch it. No future. No future. No future in sight. No future in sight. Hate is like a cancer, and it's not until the cancer is pulled out that one doesn't want to hate anymore. Okay, no commentary. Those of you who do not live with hate in your heart, wonderful. Those of you who do not live with hate and those of you who do not live with hate. Those of you who do not live with hate in your heart or for people that you have not met will not see, will never be in their shoes. You're going to be fine. Those of you who do not live with hate in your heart for people that you cannot see, do not see, you are going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be taken care of. You won't be involved in anything. And everything will be set forth for you. If you live for humanity. If you are living for everyone to have the same that you have, you'll be given back tenfold all that love that you want everyone to be as blessed as you. If you have no hate in your heart for other human beings, you'll be fine. If you have no envy in your heart, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Human beings are human beings, and if you treat other humans like they should be treated, you'll be fine. If you enjoy the fast food restaurants, knowing that human beings are back there making that food, it's probably their second job. You'll be fine. That in those areas where no one wants that job, there's a human being back there. You'll be fine. When those humans are gone, those who deal in hate will have new things to deal with. Maybe like who's cooking their food, who's cutting their grass, who's cleaning the hotel room they're in, who's in the butcher shop cutting the meat.
I make a house, Daddy. I make a house for you.
That's a beautiful house. Those who deal in hate and not respecting human life will have to deal with way worse in their personal.
Dad, I want to hear the moving.
It's in there. It's on in there. Thank you. They'll have something to reckon with. Once again, I'm not providing much commentary, but I will speak about human beings and reckoning. There's a reckoning that an ideology that has been seeped into yet every fragment of your brain that allows you to think that what may conspire is of righteous nature. Some believe that through their grace and their once a week service to God, that they are blessed in God's grace. Some believe just because they can say Jesus Christ that they are still blessed and more highly favored than others. But remember, those of you who don't do that and pray for people and want the best for every human, you have nothing to worry about. Those who are looking for a leg up will soon find that they have pulled the leg right from under their table.
Hello, I've been windmilling for a minute down here in the comments. I just have to say this. So I guess one of the biggest things that they're talking about, right, is that, you know, the immigrants, the illegal immigrants are over here, right? And they don't want to take care of them. They don't want them getting our money and all of that stuff, right? So the idea is to put them somewhere so that the taxpayers have to, right? Have to feed and house. Make that make sense, because the immigrants that I know make their own money. So they're going to snatch them from making their own money to actually making taxpayers feed them and house them. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys need to understand the conditions of Guantanamo Bay. That is not going to be a gather and ship out. Okay. They are going to keep human beings trapped in dog kennels while, oh my God. And listen, even people that were born here, this should terrify you. And I'll tell you why. Because this is showing us that if we do not comply with what the government wants, that they can just snatch us out of our homes and put us in dog kennels. Okay? I'm hopping down. Open your fucking eyes.
Once again, I am letting you have whatever opinion that you want to have. I know, Cassie. I know. reported on it yesterday. Not stopping those who have their opinions from talking. Not stopping at all. Not stopping at all. I understand. I understand, gossip. I understand.
And one more thing. And while the American people just allow pedophiles to run around, not getting in trouble for the shit that they do to children, why don't you gather up the fucking pedophiles and put them in Guantanamo Bay? Why don't we start doing that, right? People that can't be rehabilitated to be out safely in fucking public, why aren't they being round up? That's my question. Okay, I'm hopping down. Sorry.
I just came to say that two J6ers are unalived by police, and three of them were caught on child porn charges. So maybe they have a spot for them at Guantanamo Bay.
The people that are in the comments saying, you know, if you go about it the right way, you don't have anything to worry about. If you do your paperwork, you don't have anything to worry about. There was a woman that was just arrested. She was set. She had a court date set. She was working on immigration for 6 years. 6 years. And they still picked her up and took her. It doesn't matter. They've picked up Cherokee Indians. They've picked up Native American people in general. It does not matter. They've almost, I'll say it, they almost picked me up. I was at Walmart, and they came across me while they were picking others up. And I've lived here for all my life. Both my parents have lived here for all their lives. And they came up to me. We had a discussion. I showed them my cards that I needed to show them. And they said, okay, you seem good. And they walked away. They said, you seem good. And they walked away. It wasn't about my cards. It wasn't about what I showed them. I seemed good. Thankfully, I didn't have my daughter with me, or she would have been traumatized. They paid. Yes. In the Walmart. They're going around in Walmarts right now. They picked up 3 people, and they saw me just doing my own thing. I wasn't paying attention to those people. I didn't want to. I'm smart. I just did my own thing, and they came up to me because I'm tan. It does not matter. They are picking up people who are working on their immigration status. They're picking up people who are working on a bunch of other shit. Okay, honey. They do not care. They don't. And I hope you guys know that and realize that.
Spot on. I have a story that did not load to my phone about Puerto Rico, Dominicans, and Haitians. Wishing you the best down in Puerto Rico. I understand some of you have been working in Puerto Rico for 30, 40 years. And according to the story, wishing you the best.
Dad, can it be like
Wishing you the best.
Dad,
Y'all speak the same
I
language.
want to be like myself.
What?
I want to be like myself.
You are yourself.
Look at this, Daddy.
Couple of things I'll be working on. I have a few passports to get. Hope
It's so hard out here.
none of my business. None of my business.
It's so hard out here.
Listen. Let me tell you, when you come in here, you must be new. You coming here telling me what's going on somewhere else?
Huh?
You looking for entertainment.
It's so hard out here.
You're looking for a back and
So
forth.
hard out here. Daddy, so hard
You're looking to be
out
aroused
here.
by somebody
So
commentating.
hard and so hard.
Ain't none of my business what is doing. You might as well go back over there and try to enjoy it without the extra commentary. None of my business. Wish them the best. Hope they call 988. Hope that they reach out to someone that they need to talk to. That's all I can hope for.
Daddy, my fingers are
So
stuck.
you're gonna have to find somebody else to report on that.
My fingers are stuck.
I got you.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I know sometimes it's hard for people to like take yourself out of your situation, put yourself in others. I my mother's Native American. Her grandparents are full, they're full tribe. The fact that I am hearing from my family that ICE is harassing their tribe, the sheer audacity and rage I feel in my fucking blood. How can any of you sit here and know that your ancestors did what they did, and now here we are years later, and out of everyone, you're circling back to come for my ancestors again? And then you wonder why the black community is so upset, because history fucking repeats itself. This is, I can't believe that my family and the tribe is terrified right now, and they have to carry their IDs everywhere. I just wanted to remind everybody that that's not okay.
Very true. Very true. This is a news station, so I hope to provide in our living sections. I hope to provide some mental qualms today. We will be getting into one of our readings. If I can. Robert is just going fine. You don't know, no idea, like how they can shut down phones. You have no idea, like you really have. You have no idea. Sounds good. No commentary. What I will say is, I hope that you, as people, when there's a time to take a stance, no future talk, no future talk. If ever there is a time, no future talk. If ever you have to take a stance, if ever you have to take a stance, I hope that you choose the right side. To the veterans out there, I see the channel. I see the talks. I hear you. I hear you. You ain't with it. difference between veterans and new soldiers is that veterans have perfected decision making. So veterans out there, keep up keep up the keep up the keep up the can't say it. Sorry, vets. Can't say the word.
With you talking about,
Stifle.
with you talking about military,
Thank
I
you,
just
Jerry.
want, huh?
I just said thank you, Jerry.
Oh, okay. With you talking about military, I do want to say one thing that I don't know. It's a little bit reassuring to me is that I witnessed the former military general of the top the top dude, military general, saying, they do not they do not follow the tyrant, they do not follow a dictator, they do not follow a king, a queen. They follow the oath that they took to protect the Constitution. They follow their oath to protect the
You
people, and
retired.
it is
You retired. You retired last year, or year before last year.
yeah. He just made a speech though, and
That's from last year.
is it?
Yes.
Well, I saw this other thing though. I know I shared that video to you, but I saw this thing of an update, and I guess it didn't go through because I sent that back to back to you, and it was him. He made a small little quote that kind of backed it up. That said, "I am saying this again. This is what we should be doing." And that's why it still made me feel comforted a little bit, because of the fact that he, at least I know he's a former, but he still stands by that. So somebody of that high regard, because I still see him as a high regard. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran or not. You are still in high regard to me when you have filled that role. And for him to say that, I hope it speaks to a lot of other people that have followed his path. I really do. Because we need that right now. We need people in power to be powerful with their voice. That's all I'm going to say.
He's not. Yeah, he's a vet. He's considered a vet now. Retired General Kelly. He made that speech last year, and I am sure there are other veterans that are like him. That's what I can say.
Yeah, it comforts me, a little bit, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm limited on what I can say. I've been in deep thought. Just there's enough news out there that one, I don't need the people on troll accounts putting a target on my back. And I mean that, like, if anything were to happen, I don't want to be like the first one they come for. And two, as a people's voice, I would, the other side would be more likely to use me in a more profound way, better suited for the people. So I just got to be careful with the troll accounts, as I understand that they are building lists. Make sure you put out a word for Aaron to make sure he protects himself. But yeah, be mindful and be like the watchman on the tower. I will not be accepting any assistance from anybody when I go camping. Yeah, I won't be compromising myself or family, I'm sorry. I won't be coming to your campsite. Um, just saying. Just saying.
This is Audible.
Dear you, years ago, these words attributed to Rumi found a place in my heart. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Ever since I read that, I've cultivated an image of what I call the open field, a place out beyond.
Gospel, what's the other side? This is a neutral ground where people are allowed to speak their mind and have conversation. I don't know of any other side. We're just here listening and being mentally free. You know, I myself don't want to indulge in any conversations where people have already have their minds made up. This world has definitely turned into people having their minds made up instead of listening to people to understand and get more clarity and maybe finding out something new. So if there's anyone that has their mind made up, I'm not trying to engage because it's their opinion, and their opinion is the statute of law versus humanity.
On fear and shame, beyond judgment, loneliness, and expectation. A place that hosts the reunion of all creation. It's the hope of my soul to find my way there. And whenever I hear an insight or a practice that helps me on the path, I love nothing more than to share it with others. That's why I've created the open field. My hope is to publish books that honor the most unifying truth in human life. We are all seeking the same things. We are all seeking dignity. We are all seeking joy. We are all seeking love and acceptance, seeking to be seen, to be safe. And there's no competition for these things that we seek because they are not material goods. They are spiritual gifts. We can all give each other these gifts if we share what we know, what has lifted us up and moved us forward. That is our duty to one another, to help each other toward acceptance, towards peace, towards happiness. And my promise to you is that the books published under this imprint will be maps to the open field, written by guides who know the path and want to share it. Each title will offer insights, inspiration, and guidance for moving beyond the fears, judgments, and the masks we all wear. And when we take off those masks, guess what? We will see that we are the opposite of what we thought. We are each other. We are all on our way to the open field. We are all helping one another along the path. I'll meet you there. With love, Maria Shriver.
For my wild, creative, global family, if I knew every word of every language, there still wouldn't be enough to say how much I love you. Introduction. As the year 2020 began, Bo Burnham finally felt ready for his return to the stage. Burnham had been an up-and-coming comedian until 2016, when he began experiencing panic attacks on stage and had to step back from his career.
We don't need the intro.
Part 1. The Creature. Chapter 1. The nuts and bolts of why you go nuts and want to bolt. I'm writing this under the thatched roof of a cottage in one of my very favorite places, a South African game reserve called Londolozi. A few minutes ago, As I sat typing away, a sharp, guttural noise shattered the evening stillness. I recognized the sound as a leopard calling. I've heard it many times before, but I've never heard it when I happened to be alone, in pajamas, at night, 6 feet away from the source of the sound. For a moment, I genuinely thought the leopard was in the room with me, specifically below me, because I'd instantly levitated straight up into the mosquito netting over my bed like a rocket fueled by pure adrenaline, but only in my mind. What actually happened was much less dramatic. I glanced over just in time to see the animal's half-lit form gliding past a screen door. Before I'd even thought the word leopard, I realized I was completely safe. My visitor stalked off into the tall grass, proclaiming his presence with a sound like a revving chainsaw, while I sat here beaming, feeling as if my blood had been replaced by fine champagne.
I see some folks want to. I'm going to leave and not come back. I think I've had enough of the news today. If there are any final words that anyone wants to get in before I leave, now's the time. Yeah. What an hour. Now's your time to get it off. No. I can just feel it's like a magnet, and there's some of us magnets are touching, right? And then there's this full force of, like, I can feel it, right? And it's like I told truths, and like the brain is like fighting, not mine, but brains outside of this window are fighting. Not even any commentary, just the plain old truth, the plain old facts, the plain old what I heard is not true. Since I have none coming up, this is my time to tell you to have a wonderful, wonderful evening, to not lose any sense of reality, to continue to study and be prepared, and to continue to love your family and those who are around you that you can protect. It's time for me to go because I can feel that tension. Yeah. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope that you find some drama to get into and some entertainment to entertain you. This was the News Hour 777 with Gary. You have a wonderful evening, and cook yourself and your family some dinner as well. Catch you later.